Hey everybody, it is Kat from How to Draw Cool Stuff, and I wanted to show you my new book out this year by Soho Publishing. It's called The 15-Minute Artist, the quick and easy way to draw almost anything. It's pretty awesome. I'm really excited with the way it came out. It's got some really beautiful layouts inside, and I'm very proud of it. So I wanted to share that with you before we started our first project, which is how to draw a cute, adorable, snowy baby penguin. This is part one of a two-part video series that I will show you on a lesson that I saw online that I loved, but I couldn't find any instructions to, so I wanted to make them to show my students. We're going to be using a little charcoal today. This is Blick charcoal, the square charcoal sticks. It will get you a little bit dirty if you touch it. That is absolutely fine. Just expect that when you're making art. Art can be messy to be beautiful. What we're going to do is start off with an ovally shape. This is going to be the head of our penguin. Then we're going to add another ovally shape. Think of this as the bottom of a teardrop. It's a little bit thinner at the top, a little bit thicker at the bottom. Then some flippers or arms. They can overlap, as you can see here. And some small feet at the bottom. Small feet. Remember the movie? Or is that Happy Feet? That was Happy Feet for the penguin. Okay, so now up on the face, I want you to make an M shape with this little dip in the middle. And now we're just going to do a little bit of coloring, taking our charcoal rather. We're going to color a little bit, trying to stay inside the lines to a certain extent. Go ahead and go around. We can color in our flippers. We'll color in our feet. Now the purpose of using charcoal is not to get something as black as you can possibly get it, but for this particular project, we're just filling it in a little bit. We're going to be doing a little bit of drawing without the charcoal. So I'm going to set this charcoal aside and either use my finger, which is already nice and dirty, or I will use a piece of tissue. Sometimes I like to take it and wad it up and make a little bit of a sort of a pointer. And then carefully with my pointer, I'm blending. Blend in what I did. This is a great way for kids to explore how smudgy and cool charcoal can be. One thing I just did that you probably don't want your students to do is blow the charcoal around. See how I just blew it and it kind of went off to the side a little bit. You don't really want all that dust in the air, especially if you're doing this with a whole entire class project. So I have them just take it and shake it over the trash. Now right now I have the dirty tissue. See the dirty tissue? And I'm just drawing with it. I don't want my penguin body to be perfectly white. So I'm making a little bit of soft shadow around the white of the belly. Already he's starting to look so cute. Then I'm going to take my dirty tissue and make a little circle right at the tip of the center of that M shape that we made earlier. Taking a clean part of the tissue now, because that's a little bit too dirty. And I'm going to blend again. Notice I'm not going back and forth or up and down. I am going around the shape of the body. Go around the shape of the body. You're following those cross contours. I'm going to take it and shake it off for a second. Get that extra dust. You can even do this with your finger if you want. I like a tissue because you can get really messy. I'm going to go back and blend a little tiny bit more. And it's okay if we go off the lines because we're eventually going to cut this out. Okay, so we have our little soft penguin. He's very cute. very smudgy, so we don't want to run our hands over it or lean on it. Next up is the Sharpie. Love the Sharpies. Everybody loves a Sharpie. I'm going to make a small eye, but being very careful to leave a little white spot in the eye. Same thing on both sides. And then for the little beak, I make a diamond. And then I color in a little bit like that, so it looks like he's got a rounded beak at the top. And that's really it for your soft penguin. If you wanted to take a little bit more of the tissue and go around the eye, you can do that. Give him a little bit more depth. And you could play with this all day, it's fun, but the good part about being a smart artist is knowing when to stop. It's hard to stop when you're having fun, isn't it? But I think I am going to stop right there, and then we'll move on to part 2 for the background of our adorable penguin. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in part 2 real soon.